Well, good morning, sunshines. Callie Carroll here. What's going on? What's the haps? What's happening in your life? Magical things. Is it changing? We're on the 25th day of intentional gratitude practice, shifting our energy from a state of worry, anger, hatred, bitterness, sourness, even just mediocrity and bleh, meh, to a state of excitement, joy, and prosperity. And it's been going, I think, rather well based upon the messages I've been getting back from you guys and the shifts that you're already starting to see. So, on today's 25th practice of the magic, you are going to find a way to bring gratitude into your daily life on a continuous basis, hopefully far beyond this practice, beyond this 28 intentional days. Hopefully, when you learn about Cue the Magic, you discover that you get to create the magic and the positivity around you every single day, and that there can be small things to remind you of that in this practice. And this is going to be pretty short and sweet because it just makes sense. It just makes sense as you're walking through life. What the encouragement here to do for Cue the Magic is to look at the things around you and welcome in a reminder for gratitude for all of the different things that you see. And I'll give you some examples. If you hear an ambulance siren, you might think about, wow, I'm so grateful. Thank you for my health, that I'm sitting here healthy right now. If you see someone reading a newspaper, do people do that still? You could be thinking, thank you for the great news I'm about to receive today. If you see somebody who's in your ideal like weight range and ideal body type, and you see that, you say, thank you for that ideal level of health that's coming towards me. If you see a couple that's like, oh, madly in love and schmoozy oozy, and you see them, and you used to be like, ew, get away. And now you're like, oh, thank you for the loving, healed relationship that we are receiving within our household. If you see a baby and you want to have children, thank you for the baby that's coming into my world. If you pass an ATM, thank you for the money that's coming at me. And I mean, any one of the desires on your list, if you guys revisited your top 10 list, any single time you see one of those things, you imagine and visualize and say thank you for that thing coming into your life. On your list, you have that you want to get and receive a new SUV, and you know the specific brand and color. Every single time you see one, you're like, that's coming towards me. And it's creating and training our brain when we're doing this. It's training our brain and our reticular activating system, or RAS, to pick and choose the things that it sees differently than it used to. You used to go to work and you didn't see any of those things. When you passed by the construction worker, you weren't like, thank you so much for my positive travel on this road that actually works. And when you saw the Starbucks, thank you for the coffee that nourishes my body. You didn't see all those things before. When you look at the mountains, oh man, in Colorado, we have these majestic mountains. I spend some amount of time every single day giving gratitude for the beauty of our mountains. And I'm not even like much of a hiker, or I don't even go do mountain activities. I like to look at them. It's kind of like sunrises and sunsets. I will take time out of my day to acknowledge the extraordinary, magnificent beauty of those wondrous things around me. And it puts you in a different state. And as we're doing this and we're training our brain to make different neural connections, right? Where we're actually changing the synapses of our brain to see the beauty around us and bring in even more beauty around us, we're going to start to see stronger and stronger shifts. With the magic cue, not only can you just build associations, right? So like we said, the ATM, you see wealth coming towards you. Maybe you see What could be one of your desires? You see any sort of travel book, like with an ocean, and it reminds you of the beautiful trip that you want to go on. And when you're doing your daily visualizations, if you have that top 10 desires list and you have, or a vision board or a vision book, and you're looking at it over and over again, your brain is going to see it around you. You're going to see more and more ATMs because you want more wealth in your life. Every single one's going to pop out. Where before you didn't even know that all those ATMs were around. Now it's all you see. And you build that so that you can have that positivity and say thank you at the same time. Every single time you see it, you want to say thank you for what's coming towards you. You don't know how. You don't get to control the way that it delivers to gets delivered to you. It's the end game. And it's going to build this stronger, positive connection in your world. Something else, though, that I wanted to share that I like to do is actually pick out something and have that be a reminder for something that's coming into my world. And it doesn't have to directly associate. So if you guys have ever played the yellow car game, you pick every yellow car reminds you that you are going to double your business this year. Every single yellow car reminds you that you are going to be in a completely joyful, blissful, happy marriage by the end of the year. Every single yellow car and not all of these, you pick one thing. And it doesn't have to be a yellow car, you guys. It could be sunflowers. Every time I see a sunflower, it reminds me that I am patient and positive as just a natural state of being. Every time I see uh, a what am I blanking here? Every time I see a flamingo, got a flamingo over here. Every time I see a flamingo, it's going to remind me that I am so thankful for my ideal health and state of being. My weight is going to be just become. So you can pick the items, which is kind of fun. You could even go through your top 10 desires list and actually assign them each an item. Maybe they associate a little bit better than flamingo and health, because that was weird. But or yellow car and wealth. I'm not really sure where I got that one either, but that was mine forever. Yellow car, 7-figure income, yellow car, 7-figure income. And it would just reiterate that to me, and it would bring me back into an intentional practice where otherwise I might start to forget to do it. But now every time I see a yellow car, it reminds me. Every time I see the yellow sunflower, every time I see the flamingo, it reminds me. And it will reconnect you with your desires list, as well as the whole practice, cue the magic, as well as your acknowledgement of what you're grateful for that you already have. Thankful for my health, thankful for the food, thankful for the friendships that I have. And you can identify those walking through your daily life too. So cue the magic today, practice number 25, just gives us another tool to make this a part of our daily lifestyle as you move forward on from the intentional 28 days into your life. And for some of us, if it doesn't feel like it's naturally happening as much, like you go through your desires list and you pick the items, but then 5 days later, you notice that you're starting to get back into a funk. And you're like, what am I doing? Go back through the practice again. We've done it. I mean, I think we did it like 7 months in a row one year when we were really starting to reiterate the practices so much that it was just like a natural part of each and every day that we did our magic practice. All right. Cueing the magic. When you guys leave this conversation, what I would love for you to do is go back to your top 10 desires list and pick an item that will be the cue for those things to happen. Okay. In addition, Rhonda's suggestion is to have at least 7 gratitude cues from the events from your day. So as you're going through, and you see the ATM, you think about money, there's one of your magical cues. I like connecting the desires list because I think that it just helps support us in actively seeking those out, retraining our brain. And then I hope that you take this through your next days, as you move on from here. We're on our last couple days of the magic practice, reminding you today that what state you intentionally put your mind in on a day-to-day basis is not only affecting your joy in this moment, but it's affecting what you are attracting to your world and what you are creating. The next chapter that you are writing is a result of the energy that you are pouring into your current life. An energy of gratitude is a very highly positive, vibrational energy that's going to pull in more of the things that you love. And you get to choose. Do you want to be in that heightened state, attracting great things, or do you want to sit in your pile of shit that you've been in? Some people just want to sit in it. And, when you decide that it's time to come out, that it's time to start seeing the beauty that is around you, you're going to see how miraculous things can be. Don't forget, my loves, perspective reveals miracles. I am Callie Carroll, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye. Yeah.